welcome back to my channel. So today I have a fun video for you that's also like kind of sad and depressing when we get into it, for me mostly, but hopefully fun for you. So today is a tutorial, like get ready with me chit chat on products that I purchased and never used. And these go back like months, like almost a year maybe, some of them. That's so depressing, and I never opened them because of different reasons, which we'll talk about in the video. But this is all part of my Project to Zero, which I launched my 30-day no spend challenge on my last video. This just really goes along with like lots of things about consumerism. I'm going to be doing an anti-haul soon, and kind of using that to talk about things that I don't need, that maybe I think I want, but I don't need them, and why I don't need them, and why I'm anti-hauling them. So I have a whole list of stuff that I'm going to be anti-hauling, so give this video a thumbs up if you want to see that. I'm planning to do it for you guys, but it wouldn't be my first anti-haul. I know Kimberly Clark started it. I honestly hadn't even heard about it, and then my friend told me to check out Kimberly Clark, and I have completely fallen in love with her channel. Like, she's fabulous and amazing, and I just adore her. Oh my gosh. So she came up with the idea of the anti-haul, and I've literally watched all of her anti-hauls, and I love them so much. And I just love like what she stands for, and how she talks about minimalism and consumerism, and yeah, and so I love it, and it's really what I'm trying to do with Project Zero. Enjoying what we have and not feeling like we need the next thing. And YouTube kind of tells us that we need all these things, like me, like YouTubers like me and others out there that bring you guys stuff that then you feel like you need to be part of like this cool crowd or something, and I kind of want to break that. And so I'm doing a 30-day no spend challenge on my wants. It's not limited to just beauty. It expands everything that I think I want, and I'm going to focus these next 30 days on appreciating what I have and on finding my happiness through things that I have and not purchasing things that I don't need and don't really want, and just kind of figuring out like what I do really want and what my style is. And I'm decluttering my makeup collection. Lots of fun stuff coming for you guys. But if you want to join me on Project Zero, I have a Facebook group. I will link it below. We're there to kind of support each other if you want to join in. It's going to be a fun 30 days. It's already started. I'm posting like little challenges in the group, and we're all getting to know each other and talking about our spending and like what we buy that we don't need, that we think we want, and then we never use it. And so, yeah, these are things that clearly I didn't want because I didn't use them. And I haven't used them for a long time, but we are going to use them today, and I'm excited to be using them. So the first, most embarrassing thing ever is that I purchased the Hourglass Vanish Stick, and this is the Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. I purchased the shade Buff, which we're hoping is going to work. I have never used this, and I want to explain why really quickly. I have never used this because last fall I purchased this, and I purchased like 6 other high-end foundation sticks. I've got others that I haven't even used, you guys. The Anastasia one, the Lancome one, I've got one from NYX, a couple drugstore ones, and I was going to do like a best of foundation sticks and do like this makeup madness thing where I pinned them against each other and came up with a winner and did the next one and tested out to come out with like the ultimate foundation stick, like which one you should buy. And I kept having like setbacks where I couldn't film it, and it was taking like it was going to take so much time to do this that I legitimately just let all the products sit in the drawer. I have foundation sticks, and I also have highlighter palettes. Yes, highlighter palettes that I bought, and I was going to do like the ultimate one, and now there have been way too many that have come out, and I don't know why I think that I need all of them, because I don't. Girl needs like one highlighter palette. That is what you need. So anyway, let's use this Hourglass stick. I do generally like Hourglass makeup. The packaging actually feels pretty light, but it's really pretty. It's this like triangle packaging. You guys have all seen this. The shade Buff looks a little yellow and maybe a little dark, but we're going to use it, and we're going to go for it. And it twists nicely. Ooh, it kind of like locks when you twist it. I like it. Alright, so I already have a primer on. I've actually been really liking my First Aid Beauty moisturizing primer. My skin has changed since I've gotten older, and now it's dry instead of oily, and so I really have to make sure, ooh, that is like butter. Really have to make sure that I prime. Oh, I believe a little goes a long way with this. So I'm just going to kind of paint my face with it. I think everybody who's reviewed this has said, hey guys, a little bit goes a long way. Don't use a ton, and every time they use a ton and then I watch them have too much product on their face, I'm pretty sure I just did that. So instead of using a beauty blender, I have gone back to using my foundation brushes, and that is what I want to use today. So I'm going to spritz a little Fix Plus on my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which I love, and I'm going to go in with this guy, and that is giving like really good coverage. Look at that. How have I waited Oh, I love the way Fix Plus smells. If you guys have never smelled MAC Fix Plus, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh, this blends, oh my gosh, so nicely. Okay, I don't think I'm going to have too much product because my chin is actually going to need a little bit more. You guys can see that. And I didn't put any on my nose. I think we're going to be good. This blend, do you see how easily that's blending? And I know that I'm not using my beauty blender. I just like, for some reason, I have gone back to using brushes and I forgot how much I love them. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I love my brushes. Oh my gosh. You just see like how easily, look at that. How easily that's blending. That's kind of awesome. Turns out this is actually a really good match for my skin. Yeah, Abby, killing it. I never buy 2 shades of anything. And for people who do, like, I think that that's fine if you're returning them. I just see so many YouTubers buy 2 shades of like everything. And I'm like, how did you just spend like $100 on foundation and buy 2 shades of it? I'm really good at matching myself online. So I think if they return it, it's a little bit different. But if they keep both shades, I don't know. It's like, I would never just always buy 2 shades of foundation. That's one of my YouTube mysteries, how I feel about YouTubers. I'm like, I don't know. How did you just buy 2 shades of like this foundation? I think someone that reviewed this had like 3 shades of it. I was like, what in the world? Okay, I have like some little blemishes. Guys, I do not even know why. I've got 3 and they came up in like a triangle on my face. This does, I will say, that used a lot of product from what I had twisted up. It's really creamy, but it also, I'm just going to kind of pat this in to get the coverage I want on that blemish. But it is like insanely creamy, but it's not really matte. It's kind of dewy looking, which I'm really digging, I have to say. So, yes. Okay, I don't actually have a concealer that I purchased and never used, but I've only used this Super Stay Better Skin from Maybelline once, and I love Maybelline concealers, and I think this is a really light concealer. That's why I've never used it again, but let's just try it. Oh no, it feels pretty thick actually. My shade is light. Okay, it actually feels like really thick and nice. Not like clumpy at all, but it just feels like kind of thick. I don't know, guys, we're trying these out for the first time. Technically, this is a product I purchased and never used full face of first impressions. And I just put like a tiny bit to highlight, but not that much. I don't even really want that much up here. Perfecto. And then I am going to go in with my Real Techniques setting brush. I love this brush. If you can't tell, I'm a really big fan. That concealer is nice of Real Techniques. I've always really loved the Real Techniques face brushes. They've been like my favorite. And they're really affordable. That looks really nice, right? And it's so affordable, guys. Oh my gosh. I like it because it really sinks into the skin so nicely, and it's really light. Like, it's not super intense. I'm gonna go back in with my buffing brush and just kind of like, I always tap out the edges because my concealers obviously can see a little bit lighter. There we go. All right, time for brows. I don't have a brow product that I've never used. I don't buy very many brow products, and if I do, like, I just purchased Wonder Brow in the last little bit, and I've been using it a lot, so that's good for me, at least. I'm gonna use my Soap and Glory. I just plucked them so they're a little bit red, but I didn't pluck them kind of all the way. I can't decide whether I want, like, to let them kind of grow or if I want them to be a little thinner. I'm, like, trying to decide, so I'm not plucking too much while I figure that part of my life out. And I do love Wonder Brow, but the one I have is just too light. It doesn't work for me, and so I did order the black brown from HSN when Tati was on it, which, Tati, you're probably not watching this video, but if you are, congratulations, that was awesome. I watched you on HSN. I recorded it so that I could watch and support you, and I bought one. It was like get 2 for $25, and I love the product so much, and I was planning to buy it anyway, which is why I bought it. It just makes my brows stay on all day, and I can literally sleep in my brows and they will be perfect the next day, which is amazing. I don't do that very often, but just saying. Still, it's nice when you need a long wearing brow, so. And then I'm just going in with my NYX This is like the Anastasia brow, it's like a total dupe, guys. The brow pencil in espresso. So this is a product that I have used once. Again, it's from that Better Skin line. I wanted to like review this for you guys. Never got around to it, so it's just sat in my drawer. I never used it. The shade I have is Warm Nude 30, which I actually think is going to be a perfect match. And I really like my e.l.f. like precision brush. So I'm just going to use this to just set the face. It's really nice and light. It doesn't look like really powdery. And you guys, what's the bonus? It's so affordable. Alright, the eye palette that we're going to use today is from Tarte. I believe that's how you say like this type brand, Tarte. Pro, it's the Tarte Pro palette, and it's the Amazonian Clay palette. And you guys are actually going to see this in a haul video. I did a collective haul before I decided to do Project Zero. I purchased a ton of stuff in April, and then I filmed like a collective April haul, and that's actually going to be the video that you're seeing next, which I know kind of doesn't go along with the recent vibe of my channel, but I wanted to show you guys what I got still. I try a few things out, and then I want to see if you guys want me to do any tutorials with anything in there or any reviews. This was something that I got, so I've only had this for like a month and I haven't used it. It is an Amazonian Clay palette, and I talk in the haul about how I wanted to give Tarte another chance. I have only used Tarte like eyeshadows maybe 5 years ago, and I hadn't bought any since because I did not like their formula, but I know they redid them. I was really excited about these metallics on this side, so we're gonna get into it. I like the mattes that are in here. I wish there was like a lighter neutral brown. There's not like a really good transition shade. I guess this one's okay. So we're gonna grab a fluffy blending brush and go in, see what we can do with this. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of this shade actually, and this shade up here, kind of combine them. And gonna go into the crease and use this as our transition color. And they do seem to have a lot of pigment. Yeah, that's a lot of pigment. Do you guys see that? Oh, I realized I never use the mirrors in the palettes. I don't like using them. I like to use my big mirror right here. I thought about using this like metallic blue shade. Like seriously, how cool is that? Just watch it. It's like MAC blue brown pigment. It is so cool. The only thing with it is there's legitimately not another shadow in here to like go with it. It's very weird. It confuses me. I don't understand it. I'm going to take a little bit of this kind of warm color and tap off the excess. Ooh, that is pigmented. Be gentle with this guy. Wow, that's got a lot of pigment. I was just going to take this kind of like up in the crease. Just add some more depth and dimension, and then on the outer third of the eye, kind of just blend it in. I'm like really digging this foundation, to be honest. I'm really liking it. Okay, so let's take a gander. What do I want to do with this palette? I don't know, I'm like confused by it. It seems like it's perfectly set up for like purples and like warm colors, but I really want to use the blue. Alright, we're just going to go for it. I'm going to take a short shader brush, and I'm going to grab some of this color here, tap off the excess, and I'm going to go, alright, I'm going to place this on the lid. Really softly, kind of like build up the pigment. Those actually blend out really nicely. They're not patchy. It doesn't seem patchy at all to me, which for like a matte purple shadow is honestly, purples are very hard to create. It's kind of like go over it because I don't want to take it all the way up to the crease, but I want it to like be blended. Alright, I'm going to take some Fix Plus on my brush, same brush I was just using, and I'm going to take some of that metallic purple shade right here. And I'm going to try to focus this in the center of my lid. Let's see if we can get some pigment. Yes, Tarte. Okay, okay. Ooh, that is pretty. You got some good pigment. Grab a little more product. Ooh, I like it. It's not like as shiny as I would like, I'll be totally honest. It's like shimmery. It's not metallic. And honestly, I don't know if these are supposed to be metallic. I thought that they were. But definitely dry. You won't get the same effect. Okay, and then I feel like I need to darken it up. I'm going to take a little bit of this brown here, because these are so pigmented. I feel like it's going to be really dark, and I was right. Wow, these are like so pigmented. I mean, that's a really good thing, but if you're a beginner, they might be a little hard to work with for you. I'm just darkening up the crease and then kind of like pushing it in just to give it a little bit of depth. I like it. I'm not like in love with it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It feels very fall to me. This is like a really, you know, a dark palette. But let's take a little bit, let's take a short pencil brush here and a little bit of that innocent color here, right here. That kind of like, it's like a pinky brown. We'll just run this under the lash line. I want to take a little bit of Ethereal, which is this pretty like shade up here, and see if we can get a little inner corner highlight action. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. If you guys can see, hopefully. Gives me like a little gold on my inner corners, which I like. I don't know. I'm not that impressed. I wouldn't say that you need to like run out and buy this. Will I pick it up and use it? Yes, or I'll give it away, but not my favorite palette. But it's alright. Hello Lashes, the It Cosmetics 5-in-1 clinically proven mascara with lash ball detailer. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh. It's got this like funky handle. This was actually a sample. I didn't buy this. This is a sample, but I want to try it because I've never used it. Whoa, it's kind of weird. It's like really... Alright, it's like a... I like the detailer brush. It's kind of weird though. But, I don't know, it's working. It's very lengthening. It's not as volumizing. So if you're really into volumizing mascaras, don't think you'll like this very much. I'm gonna pass on this mascara. It's also like a sample size, but I just don't like the brush very much, and that's like what's so new about it, so we're gonna pass on that. I'm gonna try out a new bronzer. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I just bought this. I think this was in like a recent haul, like within the last month. It's not been too long since I purchased this. Might be a little late for me, but let's check it out. I really like Essence. They're a drugstore brand. Ooh, it smells kind of like the Physicians Formula, but like less abrasive. Okay, it's kind of warm, which you guys know I like. I just don't want it to be orange. And it does have a slight... It does have a slight orangey feel, not just warm, I will say. But if you use it in like smaller doses, which, you know, me and bronzer recently, that's not been my thing. I've been just kind of whopping it on my face, just like, yes, all the bronzer. I do like it though. It's actually, I don't think it's too warm. You guys tell me in the comments. I don't think it's too warm. I think it's just as warm as my Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder that I loved. You guys keep seeing in videos. And this one is like a little bit easier to work with almost. It like blends a little bit easier on my face. Like it's not quite as pigmented with like every swipe. And so it's a little bit easier to build up. So like a really good beginner's bronzer. We have the Kylie Cosmetics Pressed Blushes. You guys know that I already really like these, but I've only been using one color and I bought like 5. So I need to use a new color. This is the X-rated blush. It is the coral color. I really, really wanted to try it. I'm going to use, let's see, this little small brush here. This is a Luxie 522. I think I got it from Ipsy. Yeah, tapered highlighter brush. So we'll just take a little bit, tap it off. Oh, I just love how like gentle these blushes are, honestly. And they're just like so easy to build, but they're just like so light and they're not like hyper pigmented to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, one tap and you're like, I gotta redo my makeup. They make me like blush. I legitimately hate blush and they make me dig it. They make me dig the blush. And I always take this, my foundation brush, and tap around my blush because I just, you know, I just ease into my blush. Then for highlight, we have multiple options here. I have the Anastasia Glow Kit. This is like the original one, sun dipped, that I have literally never opened. Still has the plastic. And this is what it looks like. And this is what I think we're going to use today. But I also have the Hourglass Ambient, what is this? The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Surreal Light. And this is the one that's marble. And I got it like legitimately because of the packaging. Because I thought it was like the most beautiful packaging I'd ever seen. It like actually looks like marble. And this is what it looks like inside, which is really pretty. But I don't know if it's like... I think the ambient powders are supposed to be like just like light reflective, right? Not like highlights. I don't know. I will have to use that, but I think we're going to go with the Glow Kit for today. So I'm going to take my Morphe R31 highlight brush, and I am going to use the shade Moonstone, which is a little bit of a pinky highlight. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Pretty, really pretty. I like it. Bright. Honestly, from the way they look, I wasn't expecting them to be that nice. But they are. Now a little on my nose because girl likes a pearl. Fun facts about Abby and I always kind of highlight up here too. And then I'm just going to kind of flip it around and...
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Girl, I was not talking to you. But you guys know me too. I always take my foundation brush and just like tap out the edges. That little pearl though. Alright, so I like that. It's not like the highlight palette to end all highlight palettes. I have way better highlights now. So like don't run out and get it. But it is okay. I'm not mad about it. So then I have a couple different lip colors that I have bought. Like I said earlier, I wanted to do the Makeup Madness for foundation sticks, highlight palettes, and also liquid lip colors. So I have the Too Faced Melted Matte in Cool Girl, which is stunning. Then I have this Gerard Cosmetics in Skinny Dip, which I feel like I got because of Jaclyn Hill, maybe? I don't know. This is what it looks like. Let's try it. This is more of like a, I think it's a cool toned, yeah, it's more of a cool tone kind of nude. I think, actually the Gerard Cosmetics, let's go with that. Kind of matches our eyes a little bit. Not that you need to match, but you know. Cool tones usually don't look good on me. So, let's just try it and see. It's really, opaque, but also like really liquidy and easy to work with. This might be one of my new favorite colors. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking comfortable. Like, whoa. Oh, I love it. That is like my new favorite color. Oh my gosh, I dig it so much. Yes. I love it. Now we just need to set the face. I have been using and loving my Urban Decay All-Nighter, so we are going to use that. I meant to do it before lips, but I completely forgot. And this does like match the eyes enough that I just like, I like it, you know? I'm into it. Bathe in it, yes. Okay, I will say, I really love my makeup look today. I think the biggest downer of this whole video for me is the Tarte Pro palette. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't think I'll be reaching for it very often, and I may, in fact, donate this or give this to one of my family members. I'm going to see them this weekend, so maybe I'll travel with it and see if any of them wants it. This just, like, isn't a palette that I'm going to reach for. I've got much better palettes with a better mix of matte colors. For instance, like my Morphe palettes that are much more affordable. But other than that, honestly, like, everything else besides the mascara, I'm really glad I tried. For the first time, some of them, and also for the second time. Like, the powder and the concealer, I really love, and I love the highlight. I mean, I'm really just, I'm happy with this. I'm happy that we sat down and did a products that I purchased and never used, because now I've used them and I really love them, and I have to say this lip color is like the star for me right now. I love it. It is so insanely comfortable. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a thick layer of anything on my lips. It feels very comfortable to wear. I love the color, the fact that it's cool toned and that it looks nice on my skin tone. Ah, that's such a big win for me. So, anyway, like I said, you guys are going to see an April collective haul next. Again, like I said in the beginning of transitioning this channel, negativity will not be tolerated on this channel. This haul I still am going to upload because I want you guys to see some of the new awesome stuff that I got that I'm going to be using in upcoming videos, because a lot of the stuff I got is really good. Like, I really was excited, and it was stuff that I really wanted, and even though we're kind of getting away from that with Project 30, I still want to show you guys. So that's going to go up next. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you want to see my anti-haul video. I am planning to film that, and if you like this kind of video, hopefully I'm not going to be filming like a lot of these because I'm not planning to buy a bunch of stuff and not use it ever again. But yeah, let me know if you like it in the comments below. And I have to say, really, really like this foundation a lot. A lot. Might be my new daily foundation. Might be it. I just really like it. I think it's really beautiful. So, yeah, if you want a full coverage stick foundation, it's expensive, but it's really pretty. Maybe there's a drugstore option that's better, but if you want to check it out, it definitely has my stamp of approval for right now. And that's it for this video, guys. I love you so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Mwah!